LeBron, I guess this would fit into the keeping the main thing, but AD said that you were joking about you having to stop setting milestones, breaking records because they keep coming in losses. Is that always kind of going through your mind? Is that you hit one, but it's not the main thing you're trying to do that night?
Well, I mean, obviously, I'm never thinking about a milestone when I'm out there battling, but when it happens, obviously we acknowledge it, and obviously, much respect and much loyalty to the Laker fan base for showing me that love during the timeout, and being the first player to do something it's pretty cool in this league because you just know the history, you know the greats that's come through the leagues, and then you see some of the greats on the floor tonight. It was just great to compete versus that. So, but for me, the main thing is always the main thing, and that's to win. And I hated that, had to happen in a defeat, especially versus a team that, plays extremely well basketball. And we played some good basketball tonight, but wasn't able to close it out. So, bittersweet, but I enjoyed every moment tonight, though, while on the floor.
Yeah, LeBron, because of what you were just talking about, are you more angry or frustrated at the results this evening?
I mean, obviously a little bit of both. I mean, but I've calmed down, obviously, since the game ended. I had an opportunity to just relax in my locker, shower, recalibrate, whatever the case may be. I just want to be better. I just want to figure out a way how we can be better versus this team. They have our number. We haven't beat them in quite a while, and it's always kind of the fourth quarter, either the last 6 minutes or the last few minutes of the game where they make plays, we don't make plays, and that can be frustrating and in its own right.
You guys were up 110, 108 with about 4 minutes left, and then Denver took over from there. Pre-game, Darvin mentioned, their fourth quarter late game packages. AD talked about before. Just what makes it so challenging to find answers to their offense late, even after seeing it as many times you guys have?
Because they have 5 threats on the floor at one time, and their biggest threat can do everything, and that's in Joker. So it makes it very challenging.
LeBron, before the game, Michael Malone was talking about you and was talking about making other players around him great, or your ability to do that, and segued into talking about Jokic's ability to do that. It felt like you guys did a pretty good job on him in the first half, but you look at the stats, plus 16, I think, almost another triple-double. Is there an answer for him? Have you seen one? Or
No, there is no.
I guess how many other guys in the league are there that are unanswerable in that way?
Joel, Joker, Luka, Giannis, Steph, Katie. Just to name a few.
Hi, LeBron. Congrats on 40K. The Lakers hosted a girl dad night tonight, and so I was wondering, out of all the moments in your career, is there any that's been the most special because you got to spend it with your daughter?
I mean, it's definitely special when I looked up there in the stands and seen her sitting up there, and when the 40,000 point mark hit, definitely looked up there at my wife and looked at my daughter and my mom, and my daughter was just clapping and like pumping her arms up in the air. So that was a super cool moment. Blew her a kiss, she blew one back to me. So that's super cool for sure. She's the best. Definitely a girl dad, and happy she's a part of the family. She runs everything. So what Z says goes in our household for sure.
LeBron, do you think there's any other current player that's going to retire having hit the 40K mark? And if not, do you think it will ever be done again?
I have no idea. Obviously, you have to play the game quite a while and have some good luck as far as injuries and things of that nature. You have to take care of your body. You have to be present on the floor, and then you have to be productive as well. Obviously, we have a lot of great guys in our league that can score the ball, and if they were to stay healthy and they would play a long time, then they can eclipse it. But you can't account for what could possibly happen. So I can't sit here and say, who would it be in our league today? And then records are always meant to be broken. You can never say never of any record. You know, at one point we said that, you know, Big O's triple-double record would never be broken, and Russ did it, and now it looks like, you know, Joker and Luka, they're doing it every night. You know, it's just certain things that you just don't think that's going to happen. But you know, I guess for years people said Kareem's record wouldn't be broken, and I was able to eclipse it. But you know, you have to, like I said, you have to have some really good luck. You have to, you know, play the game at a high level for a long time, but we'll see.
LeBron, I know you guys are still navigating injuries and different lineup and rotational stuff, but this starting lineup played against the Nuggets in the conference finals, started against them for a couple games. Do you feel like you've sensed some progress with at least that unit in terms of just having reps against them and continuing to kind of grow on both ends?
Yeah, I think our starting lineup has been done. We're playing some good basketball, and obviously we want to get our full lineup. It's not about just our starting lineup. It's about everybody that comes in the game and getting everybody back in rhythm. You know, getting Spence acclimated to what we're doing, get him in a rhythm. Obviously, it's only a couple games since Cam been back, so we're trying to get him back into a rhythm. You know, so and the rest of the guys. You know, so you know, we still missing obviously some key guys, especially Vando and Seawood, and you know, so Gabe obviously has not played since early in the season, so we hope to get him back soon and see what we could be, what could possibly be done. But it's not just about the starting lineup. Obviously, we harvest a lot of big minutes tonight, but we play well always on the floor together, and just want to try to continue to complement one another.
Last three: Crystal, Melissa, Tim.
Hi, LeBron. Congrats on 40K. Despite the loss tonight, you scored half of your points, 13 of the 26 in the fourth quarter. As of late, what is working for you offensively so well late in games?
I mean, I love the fourth quarter. That's always been like my favorite part of the game, obviously, especially when it comes down to crunch time and just trying to make plays. I had a couple opportunities to even, to make even more plays, but wasn't able to capitalize on it. But it's the start of the third. I mean, it started the fourth quarter was I believe 89-89, and I'm checking back in, and I love that moment. I love, it just goes down to the last 12 minutes who can make the most plays. See if I can implement my my imprint on the game for the last 12 minutes. Like I said, I was able to make a couple plays, or you said, and I was able to make a couple plays, but obviously not enough for us to be victorious, which is most important.
Hey, Bron. When you became the all-time leading scorer, you almost seemed surprised by how much it hit you in that moment. How did it hit you, just how much sustained excellence it takes to reach 40,000?
No, it has not. Don't know when it will or if it will ever. Because I just always I just play the game, and I would just approach the game every day. I come to work, I prepare, I prep, mentally, physically, spiritually, every single night when it's time for me to play, and I just try to go out and contribute. And I've been able to do it for 21 plus years, or 20 plus years, including this year. And I just, if I'm on the floor and I feel, pretty good, I feel like I can make plays. I can make plays to help us win. I feel like I'm, still a threat out on the floor, and and still able to do the things that I was doing 10 years ago, or some of the things I was doing 20 years ago. Which is weird to say, but I just think I just put a lot of things that don't, that's not shown, behind closed doors, and when the cameras are not rolling, which is very rare with me. The cameras are always kind of following me, so but I'm just always just keeping the main thing, and that's protecting my body, protecting my mind, and then going out and just pouring it all out on the floor for my teammates, for myself, just and see what happens with the results.
Hey, LeBron, there's a commercial in which you talk to your younger self. In reality, what would you tell 18-year-old LeBron about the journey to becoming an Olympic gold medalist, a four-time champion, and now scoring 40,000 points?
I wouldn't tell him anything, honestly, because 18-year-old LeBron had a great head on his shoulders. He just did. He was put in a position where I wouldn't wish too many 18-year-old kids to be put into. But he just had his head in the best possible position. He was raised the right way by his mother. He was raised the right way by his little league coaches. He was held accountable by his friends. He met a young lady in high school that held him down as well. And then he just told himself, if you want to make a real name for yourself and your last name and your family and your friends and your city, the only way it's going to happen if you just stay focused and maintain focus and put in the work. Besides my family and my friends and my city, and then some people in my city as well, because we even know some of them people, to be quite honest with you, everybody wanted to see me fail when I got to the league. Everybody was just like, it's no way he's going to be able to exceed, the expectations that's put upon him. There's no way. I seen, for the first time in a long time, I seen a commercial that was played before my first game. And when I rewatched it today for the first time, I was like, I think they was mentioning like all the greats that ever played the game of basketball. I think it was like Big O and Michael and Kareem and Kobe, and I forgot who all else was in that commercial, whatever the case may be. Could be wrong about some of the names that I mentioned, but it was, and then it was like, and the next one, LeBron James, and I didn't even see that commercial when it happened, but I was like, watching it today, I was like, what the hell? Like that expectation on an 18-year-old kid, like that was insane to just think about it. And I was watching it today, I was like, I wish that on no kid in no sport to have this type of pressure put on them, and everybody wanting to see you fail. So I wouldn't tell that 18-year-old kid nothing. I would tell him just to do exactly what you're thinking, no matter what. Just stay true to yourself, believe in yourself, and don't ever get too high. You get too high, they're gonna try to knock you off. But at the same time, if you fall, just like the great later Leah said, just pick yourself up and try again. And I've done that in my career. Appreciate it.
NBA